Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Isn't that a funny way to start a stream? Oh my god, it's working. I can hear myself. Now I just gotta figure out which headphone to take out. That's very important. The process here. Oh my god, I didn't type chat. I gotta type chat. It's my favorite part. And then you gotta go over here and you gotta type it on this one too. When are we ever going to get the chat on the screen for YouTube? Never, because I don't care about these streams. It's embarrassing. Now, what you got to do is you also got to set it to live chat. That's very important. What if Miller the Killer shows up? We could be fucking... it could be an outrage if we miss those such things. Now, hold on. I'm taking it off the screen, everybody. Hold on. See, live chat. That's the one you want. Let's do our favorite thing. How long has it been since we streamed? I bet it's been 8 days. It could have been like 10 days. 11 days! Have we only streamed once this month? I'm pretty sure this is the end of last month, right? Yeah, because we were excited for Intergalactic, and now we have to wait till fucking December. Lettuce is gross, says Elitery. What a fucking moron. Oh no, it was this month. We're famous. We've done 3 streams this month. That's good. That'll be good for the PowerPoint. Actually, that probably means we have to do one more. We've only got 7 more days left in this month. Don't you forget it. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. The rest have 31 days. And guess what? It's June. That's very important. Now, do we have things to talk about specifically? Of course not. But, some things have been happening. There's various updates to be heard. Now, top Sumika anime songs. Now, why the fuck would this be in my recommended? Why the fuck is this guy in my recommended? This guy's not cool. And now, if he was talking about the great new Supergirl movie we're all going to go and see, now that would be cool. Let's look it up. Supergirl release date. Oh my god, it's soon. 3 days or something. We got to see it before the end of the month so we can add it to our thingy. Did we do any tweets? We uploaded a bunch of videos, of course. Secondary ENT, we'll get to them. There's no way when was the last time we streamed? It was ages ago. We made fun of Leadery because he watched Peggy from Mad Men in a movie, rather, but then he said he didn't really like the movie. Let's look at his media checklist. I bet it fucking sucks. I bet it stops there. Sanga, the Tanya of Evil. Leadery hated this show. He gave it a 3 out of 5. Witch Hat Atelier is apparently over. Thank God. No more of those videos from Elitery, huh? What's he going to do now? Any other videos? Oh my god, not Mr. Gems. One of the people I have an announcement for. I bet this guy just recorded a video. No, he recorded audio, but the video you're looking forward to will be recorded later this evening. I've watched 12 episodes, and it was either record my great audio here. Has it finished exporting? Of course it has. It's only 25 minutes, my great Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters audio. Number 5. This video is going to be like 2 hours long, so everybody get excited. Hopefully it's out before the end of the month. It's going to be me, Nuzlocking, doing a challenge run of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. It's a bit of a different video here for the channel, but that's what's coming. But I could have recorded that and done a stream, because I owe a stream, because, I haven't streamed in a little while. Or I could have recorded Recreators right now. But I decided to record Recreators later. I just finished the episode. And then I thought I was sleepy. But I don't think I was sleepy. I think it was just the episode. Is that true? Well, you'll have to wait a few hours to find out. We're on a roll on Secondary ENT if we look over there. Oh my god, we're logged into Secondary ENT. We don't want that. But first, let's just flex all of our great videos we've been making. Oh my god, this great Naruto video. I bet we didn't go over this on stream. I don't know, Heath probably said something. But look at all these videos we've uploaded this month. Secondary ENT is alive and well, but we did 2 House of the Dragon ones. This one shot up in viewership initially, and I thought it was doing well, but then it died a death at 50 views. But that's okay. And I opened a bunch of tweets because I accidentally opened my Twitter feed instead of opening Twitter to tweet, and I opened a few House of the Dragon tweets. Now, right after the episode ended, I wanted some House of the Dragon tweets, and I looked, and there was none. But now, after I don't give a fuck, after we already did our discussion, and after I didn't bring any tweets to the discussion, now it wants to give me all of them. But true, we made all these great videos. I don't think we got any House of the Dragon comments. But this one... It's sad we can't do that anymore, huh? But true, there was a bunch of Heath comments. He was saying something, you know, anything good here? Any more? Oh, yeah, watch the filler, he's saying. World Cup, Heath's pretending to care about soccer. Now, we've got Elite RE's predictions are very close to the truth here. Elite RE, don't click on this timestamp. It'll be a spoiler. But also, Elite RE literally predicted every possible outcome in his predictions here. He went on for like 3 hours, so what can we say? You need to have RE state his official stance on the skipping half the story. He doesn't give a fuck. Sandtrio showing up is the greatest part in OVG Naruto, obviously. Shitty Naruto and Sasuke could never compare. Tensei has you so whipped. I think he means Tamari, right? Tensei? Like Mushoku Tensei? Did you know that shitty show's coming back soon? We don't like that. True. Yeah, Heath is just wrong about the Great War timeline, but we'll forgive him. Anyway, I see Heath has shown up in chat. That's not very nice. This is good news. Oh, I listened to you and Ari's first episode of Naruto and went, yeah, that's about what I expected. Like our old, the one from like 6 months ago? My goodness. Then I listened to your final Naruto one and said, what the fuck happens in Naruto? Does Mr. Gems not see Naruto? What's going on? That's what I get for not having seen a single episode of Naruto and listening to a discussion. Apparently not. Well, that's a little crazy. I'm at work, champ. Delay the stream for 10 minutes. Well, you know, you got to do what I do with Elite RE streams. You got to go back to the beginning, and you got to 1.5 times speed it, and you can comment on the things that happened 10 minutes ago. It's like in 12 days. Aren't you excited, Kyle? I let Elite RE be excited. I get bored. Mushoku Tensei sucks, all right? We're bringing it back in a big way. In 12 days, apparently. How am I wrong? Because obviously they were celebrating the end of the war. I don't care about your later retcons, but you know, I just go with what I've seen so far, and that is the great Hiruzen saying, what a great celebration for the end of the war we're having, when everybody's 3 years old. Even though Neji's 4, I guess. Anyway. Also, Naruto's like 5 because he got held back 2 years or something, and that was a thing in the first episode, but they retconned that one pretty quick. But who cares? Mushoku Tensei, I think, comes out the same day as House of the Dragon. So I just know this little Elite RE is going to weasel out. But also, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to record until, like, later because Jackie Bacon's going to be in these fucking shitty-ass discussions. And he's going to have to record at weird times and probably the next day. Oh my god, I have to deal with 2 idiot readers. There's a whole journey that Mr. Gems and whoever watches those videos and Elite RE and Jackie Bacon went on that I am not privy to at all. And I get to be the little no-name, no-nothing in these discussions. And they're all going to be giggling at me. Miller, where are you? The third war ended before Minato. I don't know anything about anybody named that, Heath. That's some later retcon nonsense. Anyway, true. Naruto happened. Now, here we are. True, we did these House of the Dragon videos. This was a fun one. We did a little preview. We did a little quiz. We made Elite RE do some predictions. He was proven right on one prediction already, if you can believe it. And oh my god, we made him name the map, even though we kind of cheated with the stuff. And then I actually did 3 quiz questions. Oh my god, what is this YouTuber's name? True. That's our favorite philosophy tube. Also, look at my great image here. We really put effort into our videos nowadays, you know. Ooh-wee. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Let's see if any of these were actually funny. You can tell who was Damon's kid and who was Rhaenyra's kid when they got to the gullet. True. Jace sucks. A lot of these tweets are Jace sucks or their philosophy tube is a terrible actress. These are all the tweets I've been seeing. His death was... Oh, true. I completely forgot that Jace in the book is, like, saving his brothers because they're going off to Pentos or whatever, and then they get attacked by the fleet. But true, in the show it was different. But I like show Jace. He's like pathetic like Aegon. So it's like good. And not bad. True. Why did I bring this up? This is not an interesting tweet. But this one was making fun of Philosophy Tube. Look, this character is so fucking cringe. Every time she's on screen, the show turns into a Netflix series. And Netflix is bad. You know what they have on Netflix? Stranger Things. And, what else does Netflix have? You. That's a good show. And, Something Silly. Those Marvel Netflix shows, I'm out of options. Anyway. Became Hokage right. Heath just can't move on from the fact that I was right about this. Kyle about to come out swinging with the G word on episode 1 of Mushoku Tensei season 3, forgetting that he was the last bastion, saying it was not generic at the end of season 2. Well, it's just not generic because it's a harem anime. If you call Abigail Thorne an actor, are you being transphobic? Interesting point. But if you call them an actress, are you being a misogynist? Sometimes you just can't win in life. True, there was a Berserk chapter. I forgot to make a video about that. I guess Berserk spoilers if you care. It seems like they're doing a twist where, like, Guts is like he was chosen by God or something. Like, he was birthed actually from a dead body, and he was, like, born outside of the realm or something. And, like, it's not actually cool and metal that he was just born from a dead body, but it was, like, destined or something. And then there's the final panel is, like, mirroring him and Griffith as, like, they are, like, the same person or something. Or, like, two sides of the same person. So there's some weird Berserk shit going on with Revelations. And also there's, like, a new one every 2 weeks for, like, the next 2 weeks, I guess. Like, there's going to be 3 chapters in total, and we already got one. And that was a long time ago, so it should be coming out soon. But also... what the fuck was I saying? It was weird. I don't know how to feel about it. But also, it kind of seemed cool. And also, it goes into my thing about how Guts is going to get all white hair, and he's going to be the Hawk. He was actually the Hawk the whole time. That was going to save the world, the White Hawk. And Griffith was just a fake one, because he cheated to get there. I made a whole video about that one time. And true, we played the Artful Escape and Mixtape. We have finished them, but we are not commenting on them. And I have not rated them on Backlogged yet, because me and Mr. R will do a discussion soon. And yes, there are our great videos in our announcement stream. Could there be anything else to do on Twitter? Can you believe all the mean things Aliri said about your show, Heath? That was kind of not cool of Aliri. When my fans recommend me stuff, I like their show. Oh, this is another thing I'm supposed to do. We're going to, even if we're not finished Recreators yet, we're going to be close enough that before the end of the month, we will probably spin the wheel again. So that might be our next stream or the stream after, depending on how many streams I want to do. Oh my god. They're stealing my whole thingy here. This is not cool. Sorry, Mr. Gems and Heath are in chat. You can recommend the same thing as last time. I don't remember what everybody recommended last time. You can change it. You can have time to think about it, or you can say what you want it to be now. But these are things that will be happening soon. So think about it, submit it, we'll see. Is the wheel even saved? Wheel spin. Which one do we use? I bet it ain't saved no more. Nope, those are names. I was like, did I do this? Is this even the one Alita usually uses? It kind of looks like it. No, that's not it. And that's not a good one. Spinthewheel.io. Who knew there were so many? Nope, we like the first one. But anyway, it's not saved. Where are we up to? What is not generic about harems in anime? Because he actually has a relationship with all of the different ladies. And also, I've never seen a harem show. Have I? I don't think so. Now, praying that Oda doesn't die so One Piece isn't saved from its inevitable terrible ending. That Oda, he really can't do nothing. Also, I've been consuming a bunch of stuff. I'll tell you what isn't one of them, and that's frickin' One Piece. So, but I have been watching Recreators. I've been soldiering through Mad Men. I rewatched all of House of the Dragon Season 2. So we've been doing things. I've been playing The Order 1888 after I finished these other games. And let me tell you, this game is kind of frickin' boring, and I just want it to be over so I can play Pragmata, which is going to be my next video game. So excited. I've also got to get back to trying finishing that fucking Switch Pokemon game that came out. But anyway, these will probably be things we talk about on the future PowerPoint. There's also another thing I'm consuming, but I'm keeping it a secret unless Miller the Killer shows up. Can I force you to watch Recreators a second time in a row? Can I watch a reaction series instead? I don't know if there's any good reaction series to it. Oh my god, LM Reactions. Episode 4 of Evangelion came out today, and they just couldn't stop themselves from saying how great it was, even though it's the worst episode in the whole season, or the whole series. So that was very good. But also, where's their House of the Dragon reaction? If it doesn't happen soon, I'm going to end up watching the Normies reaction, and that's not going to be good. Do you think they're all going to freaking cry when Jace died? Oh, it was so sad. I'm freaking crying. Shit shouldn't have happened like that. Now, no, you're not picking Recreators again, so pick something good. I'm locking in my vote for you to play the Fate route. Play from Fate Stay Night, Real to Nah. This sounds like a remake or something. I don't like remakes. I like originals. Changing my vote to Fate/Zero to specifically make Kino so mad. And I'm only doing the first one. Not only, but I'm doing the first one. I'm not starting with Fake Stain Straight or Fake or whatever leader he started with. His fake ass fan. They don't make reactions to Recreators. There isn't a single one. That's a shame. That's just like my favorite show, Industry. Well, except with Industry, when you type in Industry reaction, it's like real life banker reacts to situation and tells you if it's real or not. We don't give a fuck, idiot. Anyway. I think it's just Sony Music's fault. For Recreators or for Fate Stay Night? What are we talking about here? Also, Heath didn't react to the rage bait, so that must mean I'm doing the Mr. Gems one. That is funny. Like, could two people have the same thing? Like, that's like a strategy. I guess. I'm cleaning my screen. There's like dirt and stuff on it. I was thinking today, this laptop's pretty old, huh? It's still going strong. I haven't noticed any bad stuff. But like all the laptops before it broke. So then I was like, what if I have to buy a new laptop? And it's like, well, I don't really have the money for that, you know. But then I was like, what if it has like 5 hours of battery life? You know, we've come a long way since 2021 or whenever I fucking got this laptop. Maybe we could stream for 17 years. But you'll never know. Edge cheats to beat Batista. Look at Batista's face. That wasn't very nice. But true. Consuming and wheel spin. Those are the two things I had to bring up. Did I add anything? Oh, Matthew Matosis made a new video for like the first time in 2 years or something. And I watched like the first 10 minutes. It seemed good. But I already forgot it and then I didn't watch the end. So I'll have to rewatch that someday. It doesn't look like there's any other good videos here. The video game video essay is dead. I'm sure that one's exciting. Oh, true. Alexander made this Madman video. It was actually kind of a good video, which made me annoyed. So, hoo-wee. But I don't want to watch videos. Videos are fucking boring. I'd rather do a tier list or something. We hate fucking videos around here. I'm sure there's other things I did that I was supposed to talk about. It's been 11 days, but I can't remember these fucking things. Realta Noir is just a visual novel with voice acting? Do we like that or hate that, though? Because that sounds like, oh my god, I don't have to read. That's terrific. But then it's like, you know, maybe the original intention was for you to make up the voices in your head. And, you know, that way... And, you know, that ties my brain in a knot. Fate Zero is a prequel to Fate Stay Night, written by a different guy who everybody who actually likes Fate Stay Night says is the worst place to start. So now we understand Mr. Gems' great joke from before. But everybody who likes Fate, but specifically hates Fate Stay Night, says to start there or something. Heath will weigh in. Okay, what was this fucking thing called? Fate Stay... Realta? What a dumb name. This is some fucking visual novel shit. Oh my god, this is going to answer all of our questions. So this is Fate Stay Night. How long to beat? This is what's important. 20 hours, huh? 84 hours? This can't be true, right? This is a different version? No, it totally could be. Jesus Christ. 50 to 80 hours for the main story, but Heath said only one route. Oh my goodness. Unlimited Blade Works, that's the other show. That's a different route, I see. And Heath's only going to make us do this one. But am I allowed to put it on my media checklist after I just do this one? Because if not, that seems pretty mean. There won't be another wheel spin for my lifetime if we get that one. I'm not opposed. I kind of do want to be forced to do a visual novel at some point. Hello, I downloaded the visual novel a while ago, and I'm interested in what the difference are between the 3D and the visual. Honestly, finding the original on PC nowadays is kind of harder than the RN version. Oh, that's this one. Relta-Na. The original was the PC version. Relta-Na was the PS2 release. Oh my goodness, it was on PlayStation. Can I buy it for the PlayStation? How much does it cost? Oh my god, imagine I have to sit in my chair away from the TV and read for 82 hours, or I can look at my PC. We added more CGIs, voice acting, different opening movies. Well, okay, that's fine. Replace the sex scene and other R-rated references and added new... Well, this version sucks! On PC, we only ever got the original, but fans basically ported in all the features into the English patch. Well, Heath, you want to keep me from the great sex scenes between... Oh, what's her name? I remember the name of the main girl. It's like, it's not Caesar, right? It's like something else. It's like, is it Excalibur or something? Is she King Arthur, but a lady? I don't remember this fucking lady's name. The girl from grade 12 told me about it one time. It was like her phone background picture. Anyway. Where the fuck were we up to? True, I think I'm 75% correct and 25% spreading misinformation. 84 is all three routes. If it's Fate, is okay. Hold up, gotta Google fake real nah 18 plus patch. The sex scenes are okay. People overrate how bad they are. Well, obviously they're great and not bad. Why would they be bad? But also, I've never played a visual novel, so if they were bad, I'd just be like, this is what visual novels are like. You gotta forgive them, which would make a lot of sense. But true. Didn't the anime replace the sex scenes with fighting a CGI dragon? This anime sucks. I do prefer the safe for work scenes in... Oh, so they replaced the love scenes with safe for work ones. And... do you always get a sex scene if you're doing the Fate thingy, or is that only something that happens if you do it properly? Or do you have to always choose a girl and therefore you would always get a sex scene? So, you know, if there was a potentiality of me missing it anyway, then I could, without trepidation, play the voice acting one. You know, we got to understand these things. We got to be informed viewers. I never got that far into 2006, which is like the original one. 2006 on the PS2, unbelievable. Fate, Stay Night, PS2. I want to see the cover. In April of 2000, is there only in Japanese? Is there going to be pornography here? Oh my god, look at the great PS2 boxes and the great PS2 logo. This is the greatest of all time. Now... I want to know the prices. Oh, it's not even that expensive, and you can get two of them for $60. Now, we can't buy this one. That's not good. People might see me. This is cheap as piss. I was expecting like $300. Are there really any $300 PS2 games? I'm sure there's some. But like, if you go into retro gaming stores, like the GameCube games, now those are some expensive bitches. You see Path of Radiance there for like $600 and be like, I remember when I was like 12, first trying to pretend I was going to do a retro video game collection, and that game was like $150, and that was crazy. But now it's like inflation and stuff, it's now like $500. And like Suikoden 2, that was another game that was always super expensive but seemed super cool. That was a PS1 game. PS1 games can be very expensive, of course. But I don't know, you go to the retro game shop and they've got like Shadow of the Colossus and it's like $90, and that's like the most expensive. And then they've got like GTA 3 for like $5 because there's literally a trillion of these things. Anyway, $60 ain't so bad. Now, where the fuck were we up to? You can't miss them. You always get a sex scene, my goodness, no matter which girl I pick. Now, isn't Fate like that great anime Freezing I watched where there's a little cuck boy who's like a real-life Japanese boy, and he gets a strong lady to fight for him, and then they do like a little fight duel or something? I'm pretty sure that's what Fate is about. So is it the little cuck boy fucking the like legendary being? That would be epic. Or is it the other legendary being fucking the other legendary being? These are the things we got to consider. I'm assuming he plays the little cuck boy. Anyway, you got to understand these things. Do I get to name him Kyle? Kyle ENT? Mr. ENT? This is exciting. Are we going to stream this whole game? My goodness. It actually got officially translated into English for the first time last year. What was I just looking at on the PS2 then? Was that unofficial? A 20-year-old game that's part of a billion-dollar franchise only got an official translation last year. Nobody actually likes this Fate shit. It's lame and it's a fake anime. True, there was like a Chainsaw Man trailer. I didn't make a video about it. Should we get it up? Should we just look at the Ordinary RE video where I schooled him in the comments? I got a mean comment on that today, or mean response telling me I was wrong. Oh, Elite RE saw Luffy freaking die. That was upsetting. And he watched like 7 One Piece episodes. It was crazy. Hoo-wee. Oh, here we go. 3.2k views. Is this what it takes to get views nowadays? You got to have a shitty face in the thumbnail, though, so we couldn't have done it even if we tried. But true, I bet he had a bunch of dislikes on this one. They're teasing the story where all the devils are defeated by the Chainsaw Man sound with the Angel Devil Elite RE, you dummy. True. These people don't even know who Elite RE is. The Darkness Devil, the fuck you mean? It's the Hell panel where they land. This bro doesn't know what he's talking about. And he left 2 comments. We could ignore the haters. You can literally see Hell. Can't wait. Where can you see Hell? Oh, this does look like Hell. BTS. I'm trying to press play here. Leary's making bank off this video. Oh my god, you did see it for a second. I didn't notice that last time. There was a bathtub. But Elite was probably right. None of this looked like it was actually part of the anime. Especially this ugly part where they like animate them all there. And why... Fujimoto, Japan must love this door reveal, because it's obviously like a complete fuck up in the manga. It's terrible, this door reveal. But they tease it constantly in this anime. Why? Why do they keep doing this? I do like it how it was in the Reese movie where it was like this. But in like the little sketch style, like it's from City the Animation or something. Bro forgot 3 brothers are from the USA, Lamau. Elitari, what an idiot. The American flag is used because of the 3 brothers. Oh god, Elitari's an idiot. Not for if you'll notice in the video, I'm only a few minutes in, but the scene with Koben's car is specifically showing the Powell's memory. True. Oh, and true, I got Elitari in trouble by saying Riz a bunch. What a loser. Riz. True. 3 brothers are from America. True. The building is from Germany. True. Margarita? Yeah, this dude is just being confused about every obvious manga reference, Lamau. These guys cooked Elitari. Elitari's cooked right now. True that. The hell scene? Crying emoji. True. Nerd? Thumbs up. True. You are a tourist! Ain't no way Elitari's a tourist. There's some Naruto spoilers on the side I hope Elitari didn't just see. Oh my god, I love this scene. Holy LARP, bruh. True Elitari's a LARPer. I do not like the anime, man. Me neither. This is a video we can watch. Oh my god, I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Did you hear?
Hear what?
The anime man has an opinion again.
Oh no, it's a sketch video. That can't be good. We don't like sketch videos.
No!
It's not good.
It's only a sketch at the beginning.
I
Oh
don't
my...
know why he keeps doing that. We made it abundantly clear that we hate it when he does it, but for some reason he keeps going. A video went around where somebody was giving an anime hot take. One of the people said, hey...
Is this just about the girl thing again? This was from like a month ago. Oh, this was from like 2 weeks ago. Well, that video was also almost fun. The deepest dive into Berserk? 18 hours? Hold on. Let's see what the beginning of this video is like.
Berserk isn't just a story about swords. Well, yes, there's tons of
Berserk is not just the greatest manga story ever told, it's the greatest story ever told.
fighting and it all looks amazing. That's really only the surface. In reality, Berserk is also a story about dreams, disparaging emotions, and the power to better yourself no matter what. Berserk, this beautiful hardcover picture book.
Oh my god, it's the guy from the video. Look, he's on screen.
Life. And I know
I
it
could
changed
never.
so many others too. And so, it's obvious that whether you read before or after, Kentaro Miura's tragic passing affected many.
This guy freaking died. Hey, that's the same year we got the laptop.
And in my case, for me, I stopped reading altogether. It was a fear of facing the darkness at the end of the road.
True, you've missed like 10 chapters.
Possibility that I'll
Great.
never get a real end to a story that
Actually, I think it's been like 20 chapters now.
changed me. I was scared of the future. Yet as the future came, Berserk
There's no way that's true, right? How many chapters has it been? Somebody do
returned.
the math.
Yora's story continued, while I sat idle, losing my love for manga by the day. But eventually, I did find a solution. A video series on Berserk. I mean, it checks all the boxes. I already like to create. It holds me accountable, and it provides the opportunity to share my love for this amazing story. And so, I began tens of hours of reading and taking notes, nearly 200,000 words written across various scripts.
Where are the timestamps? Oh my god. Oh, it is going in order. There are so many of these videos. I've never watched any of them. What the fuck could they be saying? It's got to be boring, right? Lost chapter? Oh my goodness. Let's check.
Did you know Berserk doesn't have a chapter 83? Yeah, this is a Berserk chapter deleted by Miura himself. While it did initially appear in the magazine release, when the following volume came out, it was nowhere to be seen. In this
Casca's boobs be out on the front of that page.
chapter, we watch Griffith speak with God. Yes, literal God, who reveals tons of secrets when it comes to Berserk, and somehow
Kinda.
manages to make Griffith look even more evil.
Anybody recognize that image, huh? Oh, let's just check it out for a second, you know? I actually haven't checked it in a while. You think it's at 1.1 yet? Just a million. Now, this better not... I better not hear myself. Ah! It's an ad, thank God. Oh my god, I made a different Berserk video. Remember when this thumbnail nearly got my channel deleted because there was like, I don't know, guts ass on this side, so now it's a hideous thumbnail with like the same thing on both sides? I'm trying to see the viewership. Oh my god, we're so close. I'm a genius. The YouTube slop and the failure of commentary. Wow, that's a video and a half. Remember the scrolling manga images in the background? That was how we made videos. Oh no, this is the Berserk intro from the movies. Oh my god, look at all these points. Oh yeah, the author was dead or something at the end. That's upsetting. The author wasn't dead on oh my god, it's so early in 2020. Where were you when I was famous? Actually, I don't think I got famous until way after this, you know. But you know, we're famous. Ooh, nearly 500 for Black Lagoon. Donald Duck, is it at 100? Why do I have 3 Discord DMs? Hold on, everybody. I gotta check what they are. I can't help myself, okay? Is it Minty? Oh, it's Minty. Won't leave me the fuck alone. Pokemon Champions is on mobile. Is it already out? This is crazy. Should I replace balloons with it, or do you still need an account and stuff? God, he's annoying, this Minty. But true, Pokemon Champions, what a game. I completely stopped playing it, and it was probably for the best. I was playing that game way too much. Now, we're talking about the last chapter.
Yeah, what a crazy
Actually,
chapter.
I think I said I should read chat after this. Carl streaming this game would take 200 streams? It would take 1 stream. We're not ending stream until we finish it. Also, Heath didn't explain. I'm pretty sure I just saw an English PS2 version of this game, yet Heath is saying it only happened last year. He would only be able to do 30 minutes of gameplay each stream, and would only stream once a week. Wow, that's a damning picture you've just painted of me. What's a boy to do about that? This guy is Digibro if he was black. The guy from way before? Because this guy ain't black. Aren't you excited for Bleach coming back? Bleach is coming back. I'm so excited. We don't like Bleach here. It's so funny. Bleach in my head is literally just a guy that runs into rooms and fights people with like swords and stuff. Like in my head, Naruto is like this massive story with a bunch of different arcs, like 25 different arcs. And there's like a journeying around a world or something. Bleach in my head is literally like a guy appears in the sky above normal Japan, because I read like the first chapter or something, like in grade 8 or something. And like we just fight him. Because the only guy I've ever heard of is Aizen or whatever, and he looks lame and has a lame sword, and swords are lame. But like, what if Bleach has like more than like 10 characters? I know it's an impossibility, I know it's not true, but what if Bleach has like more than 10 characters? And what if it is like, has like different arcs and stuff? But do you think each arc is just a bunch of different guys with swords? And is it just like Utena, where like we fight them all, 1 per episode or something, or 1 per every 4 or 5 chapters, and it's boring as piss? Because that's what Bleach is in my head. And I've never heard anything to the affirmative, or the defermative, the opposite of affirmative, to counter the affirmative. You understand? I did watch Craft Dwarf videos about the girls of it one time, and it seemed like they were very Sakura coded, so we love that. No, anyway. The PS2 version was Japanese only. Then how come I just saw it in English? The Japanese like to do that. So I can't play it on the PlayStation. This sucks. I was looking forward to it. Bleach is that shit I put in my toilet, you know what I mean. That was a minty-ass sentence if ever I've heard one. So good job, Mr. Gems. Actually, Minty likes shitty Bleach a lot, actually. There's only like 4 arcs in Bleach. See, I knew it sucked. Soul Society. The Swordsman of the Mist. Those are the 2 arcs. But it's 700 chapters. And also, Bleach is finished, right? It was just the anime that never finished. But I'm pretty sure people get mad at you if you say that or something. And, like, you get a video made about you if you say that. Because that's not true either. I don't know anything about Bleach. Ichigo is just shitty Naruto. But taller and older. Not cool. Get him out. Bad character. And the villain... Bleach is a shonen. They make 30 trillion characters and none of them matter except for the main guy. Well, that's not true. Every shonen I've seen has great characters. And that is the only exciting thing. That's what when we're trying to sell me on Bleach, we've got to talk about all the characters that are in there. Maybe there's a funny one. Maybe there's a sad one. Maybe there's an angry one. And maybe they're all girls. And now we're excited. And the villain of the specific arc. Nasu is Chuni, so he uses English all the time. True. That's the fake guy. Now, I don't know what Chuni means. Well, it's not finished anymore, buddy. Yeah, and like in 5 years, Kishimoto is going to make a 5-chapter sequel or whatever. That's what this is going to be. They got to make shorter, complete stories. That's what I'm saying, you know. None of these 400 chapters. No, Naruto's way too short. We need an actual long series, like One Piece. That's what we need. None of these short series. Short series suck. Didn't we just go through Chainsaw Man? Hold on, we're learning about the Lost Chapter, and we're going to see if he takes any of my lines.
To delete. Though the reason appears to be that this chapter ultimately gave away too much. Miura
That's what I said with no evidence in my video.
also clearly dislikes the idea of having a clear god in Berserk, saying,
True.
the appearance of God in the manga conclusively determines its range. A statement that makes a lot of sense. Berserk is no
Well, that's kind of an interesting comment. I sure would like to know where he got that from. Do you think there's any... Why would you just put like the quote like that on the screen? At least if I was going to do it, I'd have the cutout from the wiki page that has all the interviews on it.
nowhere near a story about
I remember when I wanted to make secondary ENT videos where I read like all of the Isayama interviews and all of the Miura interviews, and it was going to be like, I read all of Isayama's interviews. Here's what I learned. But that's going to take like a long ass time.
fighting God itself.
And I'm too lazy. So Mr. Gems, if you want to be YouTube famous, make that video.
It's a story about guts. The deleted chapter
But about the pedo guy you like that made that series that I have to watch.
takes place in the eclipse after Griffith chants sacrifice. But we can't skip right to it, as the moment actually begins in the chapter before it. In chapter 82, Griffith
That's
is being healed and
true. I said literally that.
transformed into Femto, where we get a look into his mind. Griffith views himself
This is literally just a frame from my video, bro.
sinking deep into a dark sea. No idea where he is and unable to see his own body. I personally always attributed this scene, how he's in this like mental scape, to his mind being upgraded, so to say. If accepting demonhood brought his physical self to a higher level, this is where his mind rises to that higher
He's
level
ascending.
as well, learning the truth
But
of the
actually he's falling.
world. In the darkness of his mind, he watches the band of the Hawk become sacrifices. Their deaths pierce through him. He feels their life force
This is my phone background for a long time.
he uses it as fuel to become Femto. He states he wished for it and doesn't feel anything. Griffith looks at his allies like tools. They knew the consequences of their allegiance, but they'd be steps to climb. Of course, in the inner depths of his mind, he feels nothing. He views a ripple in the water, yet the droplets that arise are Baelits, telling us, the reader, that these rocks are truly otherworldly in nature. It's then Griffith finds himself before something unexplainable. Him questioning if it's God. And this is where the existing before chapter ends, chapter 82. Griffith meets God because he too is becoming a sort of god.
It's true, he tried to cut God, but God's still in the manga because he didn't cut the last page of that last page.
It's the ultimate Griffith isn't becoming
chapter.
just another demon, but something even higher moment. Leaving things here and deleting what follows makes sense to me, as it proves Griffith's worth while not overselling God's presence. What Miura made clear was not the focus of Berserk. Remember, Berserk is Guts' quest for revenge, not his quest to kill God Almighty. If you were to buy a volume today,
I don't know about that, especially with our most recent chapter.
right here, it would cut back to Guts.
But I wouldn't. Obviously, he's gonna kill God and stuff.
Continuing to chapter 84 like nothing happened. But in the deleted chapter, this scene continues. Chapter 83 begins with the name of this desired god, the idea of evil. Griffith questions if he's before God as he begins to be reconstructed. The idea of evil welcoming him before confirming that it is a god, at least what the people's idea of God is. The idea of evil then tells him to look around.
I don't think that's what the idea of evil is doing.
Evil welcoming
he
him before
says,
confirming that it is a
No, again, I haven't read this chapter in a long
god,
time.
at least what the
But he says, "I am." I don't think he's saying, "Are you God?" I am. I think this is one sentence. I am the idea. Not like I am God.
people's idea of God is. The idea of evil then tells him to look around. This is its core. Griff is standing in a huge never-ending cyclone, him and the fleshy god at the epicenter of it all. The god explains this world as an ocean of feelings all humans have deep in their souls. It's the collective consciousness of the dark side. The god states that it was born from these dark
The dark heart of humanity. I remember writing
thoughts
that
as
line.
the ego of the world. This world Griffith has found himself in is the darkness that dwells in every single human heart. The idea of evil is a manifestation of that darkness. That is God. There's something so wrong yet so right here. The idea of evil, humanity's God, takes the form of a human heart. While Griffith describes it as a lump of flesh, the implication and resemblance is certain. And with the idea of evil describing itself as a culmination of negative thought, well, this is actually perfect. While thoughts do come from your brain scientifically, spiritually, the heart is the most important part of oneself. Your thoughts, love, and emotions form here. And in Berserk, the spiritual object that is all important is God. I think that idea in itself is so perfect, yet utterly terrifying. With this, Griffith realized
It was really scary, bro.
this. Does that mean it was humanity itself that created God? It was us humans that desired this? This terrifying,
This is... Is this a Devilman panel, or is this just another Berserk panel? Maybe I'm thinking of a Slan panel later. It's like an octopus, you know?
indescribable, fleshy mass? Hell? The being
I
responsible
remember always thinking it looked a little weird.
that some would call it that. Yet this is just the surface of human consciousness. A place that is terribly human. Violence and loneliness. It's a place filled with
He's gonna say it, he's gonna say it.
blurred negative feeling. It is a will that defines human nature. Griffith acknowledges it. Yes, it's true. He can now feel this inside of him. Yet knowing that it's the truth, he can
Why do people always? Remember the movies? The movies are way better than
only
this.
ask why. Why was it born? Why would humans give birth to this will called God? And the answer is astonishingly simple. We desired reasons. We wanted reasons for our pain, sadness, life, death. Why we suffer. Why there's absurd ideas like death. We needed an explanation
That's
for this destiny that
upsetting.
transcended our knowledge. That idea, that quest for answers, became God. This being came into creation to produce those reasons, and therefore it makes sense when it declares that it too controls fate. The idea of evil obeys the essence of mankind and weaves destiny accordingly. Griffith is stunned to hear this. That would mean this thing controlled
It's pretty cool when his like face isn't there, bro.
his destiny. It arranged for everything to be this way. The idea of evil speaks. It was long established Griffith would come. The god manipulated history to pave the time Griffith would
And there's the Stonehenge in the background.
be born. It influenced consciousness, merged blood with blood, created Griffith's lineage to make his birth possible, and gave context to his birth. Finally, the god declared
There is a thing, and it is becoming increasingly the case as we like get further into the Berserk thing. The Stonehenge thing is kind of like it. But there's a bunch of like cool imagery that I liked just being cool imagery. But like it's like as we progress through Berserk, it was the like trying to explain it thing. And this is kind of like a thing that every long running story has, right? Where it's like you have to like re-explain like things that were there. I don't know. You can even say this for like Star Wars of like, oh my god, this is where he got the dice from for his Falcon or something. It's like that's pretty lame, bro. But there just has to be this sense when you're doing a long story to like explain shit like that. Like the Stonehenge isn't even that far after this, right? Guts is kind of sitting at a Stonehenge-like place when like he gets like the vision that he needs to go back and check if Casca's still there. That's only like 50 chapters after this or something. But even other things, which I can't remember now, but I was thinking as I was watching this. But Naruto does this all the time, and One Piece is even doing this now with the straw hat and stuff like that.
that
It's
all of
funny.
Griffith's encounters were part of the destiny that led him here.
Are we actually watching this? Chat, we don't have too much time. Do we have anything interesting to do? Chunibiyo, or however you spell it. Well, what does that mean? Chibi reviews? I don't understand. You can tell. Does this mean like he's a Western weeaboo? Is that what we're saying here? You can tell it makes sense because. You can tell it makes sense because it makes sense or whatever. I don't know what that was referring to, but I believe Mr. Gems. Wait, I could put Avatar The Last Airbender on my wheel spin? Could you? I don't want to watch Avatar. I'm more open to Fate. But maybe I will allow it. Like, I gotta remember, it's only a 1 in 8 chance. Maybe we'll bump it up to 1 in 10 chance if there's too many things I don't want to do on there. If we were doing Avatar, now obviously we aren't locked into any sort of structure, but if we spin it, that would probably have to be an Elite RE discussion series or something. Jockey Bacon might even want to do it. I have no idea, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Ask me again in 5 minutes. Yes, he's recounting the entire manga, that's why it's 18 hours. It does seem that way, but that's like cool and stuff. And also, I'm making a Last of Us video like that, but I swear it's cool and stuff. Oh my god, I just saw Lucas, that's this guy's name, as he's just going to beat up Ganishka. Do you think
So
he's
such
saying
a
something
threat,
here?
the Commander Locust transforms, his lance spearing a dozen of the Daka at once, revealing his apostle form, a creature resembling a shining knight on a
Shit was crazy, bro. Shit was crazy. You can't explain it, how he transformed. Now, I want to know what a Chunibiayo is, but I'm not Googling it, because what if it's pornography and Heath's just getting one over on me? And we can't allow that. Are we doing a geography quiz? Geography quiz. American states or European countries? Chat, sound off. I'll get the US states one up, but it's like, no, Sporcle is not the one we like. We like the GeoGuessr one. Right? This is the one we like? No, what the fuck is this? This isn't it, right? Oh, it is.
California.
Shut up! I gotta see if Mr. Gems wants me to do this one or Europe. We're resetting. Oh, I have a video for you, Kyle. Chiyunoba is what Okube was. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Let me see what video this is. Oh my god, it's Pokemon. Can you beat Pokemon Red with pretty much only Charmander, much or less? Why is it 8 minutes? I feel like the answer to this question is obviously yes, right? I don't know, maybe Misty would be hard, but you can just over-level. But all these challenges are going to be like, but I didn't over-level. And I don't know, does it get by?
The Pokemon Red version is pretty tough. It's a pretty rough and tumble kind of game. It's all full of serpents and ghouls and horrible little men. Don't get too scared, because you do have Charmander. But what if you could beat the whole
Why is this channel
darn
seem familiar?
game with only Charmander? Wouldn't that be nuts?
Oh my god, it's a
Everybody
joke. It's a joke. This is making fun of the great challenge videos because it's the Digimon. Top 5 Cs. We've watched one of these videos before. No, I've seen I've seen this guy's videos before. The weird niches in competitive Pokemon. I feel like I've watched that video. And there's like another one. Is he the one that made the video about how Pokemon isn't actually like chess or something, and that's just a dumb thing people say? I don't know. Maybe it was just the Gen 1 competitive stuff.
This is the most important thing to do before starting your adventure is take some of that potion that you keep in your desk drawer.
I'm trying to get this off the screen. True. He just did a bong hit.
We just have to make a quick
Oh my god, it's actually
stop.
it's actually
Yeah, that's
Charmander.
medicine. And then it's back to the lab real quick so we can barter it for I can't. Here's how you beat Gary.
We
using only
beat
Charmander.
these guys. Oh my god.
But most importantly, you can seek guidance from the Bone Man. Number 8 against Pidgey. Number 7 against Metapod. Number 6 against Metapod. Number 5 against
Oh, we're back to the parody, I think.
Metapod. Number 4 against Metapod. Number 3 against Metapod. Number 2 against Metapod. Number 1 against Metapod. Before you leave this Pokemon Center, just make sure that you talk to the Fishmonger, because Mount Moon is pretty long and you might get pretty hungry.
The fish was delish, and it made quite.
This was freaking hilarious, Mr. Gems, but I want to do some fucking geography quizzes. Now hold on, I gotta get chat back up. Ain't no way we have regressed into geography quiz streams. We don't have long left. Okay, that's it. We're doing a Sporcle. We don't have time to do a good one. Let's do a wrestling one. Am I doing WWE Champions? Oh my god, it's the first one that comes up. WWE Hall of Fames, that one sucks. Money in the Bank participants. This should be fun, except I'm going to completely fuck it up towards the end. Oh my god, 2025, like I give a fuck. So let's just go with the first one. So we got Benoit. We got Edge. We've got Christian. We've got Kane. We've got Benjamin Shelton. Who the fuck is the sixth one and the first one that I'm forgetting? Who else is like a mid-carder? It's Jericho. Mid-carder. RVD, Ric Flair, Bobby Lashley. Finley was also in that one. And I can't remember. Oh, Matt Hardy is the last one there. Now Jeff Hardy is in the next one. And so is Orton. King Booker. Kennedy. CM Punk. Then I'll be missing Morrison from the next one. And MVP. And who the fuck else is in the 2008 one? Who's like a mid-carder there? It's too early for Kofi, but we'll put him down for the rest of them. Evan Bourne, I'm sure he was in some. Mark Henry was in one later. Big Show. Swagger won one. How could we forget? Cody Rhodes. That sounds like a guy. I feel like it's DiBiase or something. I can't spell Ted DiBiase. Red? Ted DiBiase. Oh my god, I've done this before. If you don't think my wrestling knowledge is impressive, you're about to be impressed. But I can't remember who I'm missing here. Let me go. Oh, it's Carlito. I'm a fucking genius. We've already got all the next ones. This one's when we're going to start to lose some, like, my memory a bit. 2000, oh my god. Like, the Nexus guys are all in one. Gabe. Real. Like, right after they break up. Slater. Alberto. Oh, Tensai came up. Oh, because I did Albert. Alberto Del Rio. Cena won one. Sandow won one. Let's just start going later ones. Ambrose. Reigns was in one. Sheamus. Ziggler is one. I'll be missing from a bunch of them. Miz, obviously. Who won? Oh, Brian. Oh, Barrett will have been in a bunch. How the fuck do you spell this name? Oh, I'm a genius. Chat, are we loving this? Geography's back. It's so over. Geography is the best part of our streaming history. Where the fuck? I just saw like 2019, so it's like Finn Balor. Lesnar's in one. Ali. I remember that one. Andrade was in that one. See, this is when I stopped paying attention to wrestling. 2019. Do we just start doing the girls? Bailey. Becky. Lynch. Flair. Do you think Charlotte already went in? Nope, there she is. Naomi. Bliss. Jax. Every female wrestler I can think of. Ripley. Morgan. Riot. Ruby Riot. Remember the Riot Squad? I forget the other girl's name. Logan or something. Maybe she wasn't in one. Hold on, I gotta get the ones I'm having fun remembering. SmackDown 2010 mid-card guy. Kane wins. It could be like Ezekiel Jackson. No. Santino. He had to be in some. Wyatt. Actually, I don't think so. Rusev. I'm a fucking genius. Who the fuck won the 2018 men's? I don't fucking know. Baron Corbin won one. Oh, there was like a SmackDown one. I remember that. I spelt Nakamura wrong. I don't remember those. Oh, there was a girl one that Carmella won. Bella. Nope. Natalia. That's one to make up the numbers. 2013 boys one. I don't fucking know. 2012 SmackDown one. I don't fucking know. Or who are a bunch of bums that would be in like the more recent ones? How the fuck do you spell priest? Oh my god, I did get him. He won one. I didn't even remember that, but I put it down anyway. Nope. I don't know any other girls. Not one is coming into my brain. 2016. Cesaro was in this one. Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn. Here we go. Who would have been the last girl on SmackDown? There was only 5 of them? I swear it's Nikki Bella. Oh my god, Nikki Cross came up. Brie Bella. Deville. Remember Sonya Deville? She was a girl. I thought he won that one. I'm out of ideas. And chat is out of interest, apparently. They don't like me showing off my great knowledge here. I swear I remembered Mr. Gems being a guy. Oh, Tyson Kidd is like in that one. I'm a genius. Mid-carders from the late 2010s. Even girls, anything, anybody. Brooke, like Dana Brooke. Oh my god, she was in 2. This is crazy. I'm winning. 2020 men. So this would have been in COVID. Oh, we got Asuka. I don't know if Io was ever in a... She was. Kairi Sane. No. Oh my god, we don't have enough time. We've got to give up early, but I bet we still got more than average. Fandango, how can I forget? True, I got 75 out of 50. Get this off my screen. I don't have enough time, and I don't know where the little exit is. Close. I'm trying to read up who I got. Drew McIntyre. Sin Cara, of course. Alex Riley. R-Truth. Rey Mysterio. R-Truth I probably should have got. Bobby Roode. Tamina. That's crazy. Neville. True Samoa Joe. Otis. Alistair Black. Rey Mysterio was in a bunch, apparently. Ember Moon. Mandy Rose. Trish Stratus was in one in 2023. Shit's crazy. But true. Theory. True, he did win one. Big E. True, that's how he got his title. But, you know, I did pretty good considering. So everybody should be suitably impressed, especially in the VOD. And it's time to end stream. Miller the Killer didn't even show up for me to tell him that I've read 1.5 chapters of the Supergirl comic I bought. Did you know I bought a Supergirl comic? But I did. Now, I don't know why the chat... Oh, hide this user from channel. We nearly just deleted Mr. Gems' life. Stop clicking on things. Anyway. We're ending stream, we're going flat. The fucking stupid Recreators video will be out later this evening. Mr. Gems, look forward to it. Support links in the That's Not How We End Streams.